Hi everybody, my name's Ricky Caroll. I was asked to do a video for hashtag We Are All Dave this time last year. Can't believe it's been a year already. When I was asked to do the video last year, I wasn't in the best place, to be honest. Really struggling. It had only been a couple of months since I tried to take my own life, following a brain tumour operation I had in the January. Just the only way I could describe it is I just completely lost my mind, if I'm being honest. I didn't. There was nothing. I couldn't function. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I didn't want to see anyone. I just didn't want to be here anymore. And I saw a quote, and it really hit. I always remember seeing the quote, and it was, "Your greatest miracle would always come from your darkest place," and that just resonated so much with me. And when I'm thinking about it now, it's crazy. It's been a year, and it just kind of felt like I was falling and until one day I just had enough of falling, and I just decided to get up again. And then I fell a few more times, but I got up again, and I'm still here. And my mantra now is I just don't give up. No matter what I'm feeling, I don't give up, and I know I'm going to win. I know I'll win. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, and when you lose your mind, and that's, there's no other way I can describe it. I lost my mind. There's nothing scarier. It feels like your mind leaves your body, and that's the only way I can describe it. Like when I think about some of the thoughts I was having, and like where I am now, I can't even comprehend that I was in that place. It doesn't feel like it was me. It feels like it was somebody else. But anyway, now I'm good. I'm working. No time off sick. I'm working hard. And I'm trying to give back as much as I can and help people who are in a similar situation to me, or are feeling that there's no way out. And I don't want, no one deserves to be where I was. No one, because that's not a good place. I just, it's hard looking back where I was. But I now realise that what I went through, it was just a prelude to something bigger and better. And that's what I'm starting to live now. Something bigger and better. And going back to when I was really struggling, when I started to turn it around was when I'd done this video, ironically, last year. It just, I'd spoke about it, but I was still really struggling. I hadn't gone to therapy or anything by that point. And when I'd done the video, I think it was about 7 minutes long, the video I'd done last year. And it just helped, so it just released so much tension from my shoulders. I had no idea who was going to view the video. I had no idea if it was one person or 1,000 people, but it just helped knowing that somebody completely away from my situation was going to view my video. And it was just nice to just get things off my chest and not have any judgment back, or think there's judgment coming back. But if if I was to give, some advice to anyone viewing this video, who's struggling, who's going through a difficult time and struggling, I would suggest, for me, what got me back on my feet was a schedule, just a rigid schedule, and a goal. I wouldn't even say I even had a goal, to be honest. It was more the schedule. I just, every day, I started very basic. It was, okay, I'm going to get out of bed today and I'm going to make my bed. And, no matter how my day went and how my thoughts were, I could look at that bed, and I've seen a video where somebody says the same thing. He's like a sergeant in the military, and he says the same thing. It's, no matter how your day is, if you've made your bed in the morning, you're coming home to that made bed. That's an achievement you've had in that day. And, to some people watching this, it might seem very minimal making your bed, but when you've lost your mind and you can't focus, that's a big thing. And then it progressed to taking a shower, to eating some food. It was all basic stuff, and then I started to bring gratification into it, to realise that my life wasn't that bad. I had good things in it, and they were people. So I used to write down people's names. So I knew I wasn't on my own when I started to do that. When I started to write people's names, I knew there was people that loved me. And I think that's a big thing as well. And I think even if you don't have a lot of people in your life, or you feel like you have no one to talk, there's always somebody to talk to. Therapy helped me, like humongously. Therapy helped me, and it wasn't even that the therapist gave me a lot of advice, like practical advice. He just let me rant for an hour 3 times a week, and that's what I needed. 3 hours a week just ranting, and he just helped me link things together, like why I was feeling like this, and it just, and everything started to process in my mind so much clearer. But yeah, that's my 2 biggest things I'd say to people is have a schedule. If you're struggling, just start basic. Eating, showering, making your bed. It's an achievement. If you're where I was, or near where I was, or similar to where I was, that's an achievement to do any of those things in a day. And you know what? And it does get better. If you stick at it, it does get better. It really does. If you want it to get better and you do the right things, it will get better. Because 1 year down the line, this year, despite coronavirus and lockdown and whatever, it's been a good year, and I've got so much more to look forward to for the rest of this year. Anyway, I think that's enough of me talking. Yeah, that's definitely enough of me talking. Thank you for watching this video. It really does mean a lot, and I'm in a good place, and it still feels good to talk about it. It still feels therapeutic to talk about it. So thank you to the team for letting me do this video. It's really, really, really appreciative, and I hope everyone has a really good weekend, because this is a Friday when I'm filming this. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you.